which is very early days of personal branding. No one used to write.
Right.
Very less people
Nobody
used to
knew.
write.
Yes.
So he asked me for a cup of coffee. We met. He liked my ideas. That's how I joined. Then I left Twitter Copy, moved to moved to Bangalore. Joined a Y Combinator backed dating company called Better Half.
Okay.
Then joined Jupiter, which is a fintech. So these are different companies. Just out of curiosity, one thing has led to another. And then when Raj was looking for someone in YouTube who can just
He had also
help
just
his
started out,
team,
I feel.
he had started. He was in his mid peak.
Mint. Okay.
There are not enough people in India who genuinely understand content at scale. 0 to
Got
1,
it.
there are enough people at this point of time.
Right. Okay.
Not at scale.
Scale.
And the scale people will be an X Filter Copy, X TVF, X BuzzFeed and all. And you have hardly 10, 15 people available in India. So just constantly being on it, just happened that. Then Sharan reached out when he was launching 1% Club. I was just helping him. My contribution is 5-10%, but decent enough contributions at that point of time. And I think it's just a constant curiosity. And then BuzzLab, I just happened because I thought that, hey, there are enough people to solve production. There are very few people to solve distribution, packaging, the science aspect of it. Like for an example, let's say if you start starting a podcast, episode number 1 is the easiest. What do you do after that? I shot a 3-hour podcast. Should I upload a 40-minuter? Should I upload 1 hour? Should I upload 2-hour podcast? What will be my title? What will be my packaging? I uploaded, my views are not coming, but मैंने खर्चा कर दिया है in the first episode 20,000 rupees. How will I make sense of that money? These are legit questions that creators ask and also brands ask. So these problems are for brands as well, creators as well. So I said that, hey, there are great companies to solve production. Let me not fight for that. I will partner with production companies and help them.
Okay.
But my core understanding is the science, the brain, the strategy aspect of it.
Right. Now,
So that's what.
you spoke about brands and then you spoke about creators.
Yeah.
Do you differentiate them or do you consider them as one? And if you consider them as one, why do you consider them as one? Because I feel in today's world, not in today's world, this has been like forever. There are just two types of businesses. One is a product-based business. One is a service-based business. It's understood. You don't have to go through anything to understand this. A person who you go and buy a product from is selling a product to you. If you receive a service like a medical service or a fitness service or physiotherapy, for example, you're receiving a service. When it comes to product, people look at branding, right? When you look at a service, you look at the name behind who's providing the service.
Right.
Right. So how do you help people when it comes to creators and when it comes to brands?
So let me first differentiate that. And it is not an easy difference. A creator can be a brand provided they do what a brand does. I'll specify. Finance with Sharan used to be a creator brand.
Yes, I've been following
1%
from
club.
the start, from 2020.
Correct. Now, there are pros and cons of that. If he unfortunately suffers from illness tomorrow, then 1 month content is blocked. Because he cannot
So
come
he is the
and shoot.
brand.
Because he is the brand. When he launches a 1% club, he launches a brand. That is the core difference. So not all creators are a brand. And not all creators can launch a brand. There are two different philosophies.
So it's a niche, you're saying?
No, it's the philosophy of how a brand is built. Again, another example. Food Farmer, one YouTube page, is a creator. He became big, he became a brand. Food Farmer launching a protein brand, if that protein brand can exist without his face, is called a brand. Reliance, ऐसा नहीं है कि tomorrow will die if the faces are gone.
Okay.
That's why they are called a brand.
Creator, I don't know his name. He's a pilot, ex-pilot.
Flying Beast.
Yes, and
Flying
he
Beast.
launched some protein
Yeah,
brand.
he launched Rosier Foods.
Yeah.
He launched a bunch of different
He's also
things.
like all over,
Correct.
diversified completely. Yeah.
But here is a two different philosophy. When you are a creator, your page is you.
Yes, correct.
If you are taking a rest, your page is taking a rest as well. But when you are launching a brand, you are launching SOPs, you are launching legacy, you are planning okay, how many people, etc., etc. Both are very different mindset. So these two cannot be together at all.
They can never be together?
They can never be together.
Okay.
Provided a creator has the sensibility to put a CEO, provided the CEO has the creator has a sensibility to take a back step and say, hey, I'm a great chief content officer. I need a CEO, I need a CFO. But will a creator do that? There are very few creators whose ego will allow. Because every creator
they want to be the face of...
They want to be the face of that.
Yes.
Now, your channel is the face of that, your brand is the face of that, you are probably killing the brand by itself. So, if a creator can do, you need some maturity for that to happen. Should they do? Absolutely yes. Because you will age with time. You will have priorities. You will have kids. You will have family and all. And your time is something that will keep on decreasing. Now coming to a brand. The power of a brand is the brand has all the money to take you as my brand ambassador and you be my face. If tomorrow the contract is gone, my brand still stays. Pepsi this year, Salman Khan.
Right.
Tomorrow, no Salman Khan. ऐसा नहीं कि Pepsi sale goes down.
Absolutely.
Creator is different.
But 99% brands associate with products only. Creators associate with services only.
Not really. There are creators who have launched the product. Like for an example,
Is that a
your
myth?
Tech Burner.
Okay.
Your Tech Burner launched a watch. Your Tech Burner has launched Overlays, which is a t-shirt brand. Your Tech Burner has launched another one, which Layers, if I'm not wrong,
That's
which is a
because
skin brand.
he was first a creator.
Correct.
He became famous.
Correct.
And now he's into
Product.
diversifying into branding.
So the point is that it is creators' reasoning and decision that they want to launch a service or a product. That is up to them. If they launch a product, they will need a manufacturing unit, someone to solve it, etc., etc. Service is just easiest to launch, and hence most of the creators launch service. Yeah.
Correct. Right.
But what I'm adding that as a caveat is, if your service is taken on your name. So for an example, in my case, BuzzLab can exist without me as well. But when a creator comes to me that, hey, I just want Sindhu, then I'm the blocker because I'm giving the service. If I'm not there, they will not take anyone else in this case.
That's a point to note, guys. That's
So,
a point to note.
But when I'm building BuzzLab, I'm not building it for creators. I'm building it for brands. When I'm building Sindhu, this is for creators. So I've segregated both of them. I know the pros and cons.
You're a brand that helps brands grow.
Correct.
Wow, that's
a
niche.
That's a pretty large niche as well.
Yeah,
But
that's interesting. So tell me more about BuzzLab. What went into building BuzzLab and how did you start BuzzLab? And also talk about the name because it's a very funky name. So
when I used to be with Pocket Aces, I used to admire BuzzFeed a lot because BuzzFeed was the only company that I was aware of and I'm still aware
BuzzFeed.
of. BuzzFeed.
Okay.
They're the largest content media company in the world, also listed in US Stock Exchange if I'm not wrong. And there, if you go and type BuzzFeed growth, you will see that they are one of the rarest and one of the first companies who built a media company on base of data science. I'll just simplify. They will never put out a video if that video has no data point that this kind of joke works at some point of time. That's how Pocket Aces culture was built and that's how I was got into the picture.